I started noticing my wife's panties in my neighbor's yard. A little about my neighbor. He's an old man, lives alone, no kids, nothing, doesn't really have any friends. He's always outside doing shit. His yard is meticulous. If there's a pine cone in his yard, he throws it away. He's always out there with the leaf blower. He's always outside doing shit. The guy doesn't really have much of a life. His life is our little neighborhood. He knows what everybody's doing all the time and all that shit. Nice guy. But I started to get a little heated when I started noticing my wife's underwear in his fucking yard. So we have a little portable washing machine with a little dryer attachment that's side by side next to it. Anyway, so you can only do like a quarter of a load at a time because we don't have a washing machine in our little house here, up here in Tahoe. So we wash our clothes and then we take the clothes out, wring them out in the bathtub, throw them in the little spin. It's a dryer, it says it, but it really just spins it around and the water drains out the hose in the back. So what I do is we have a tiny little back patio with a clothesline. It's totally fenced in. And I take our clothes and I hang them up on the clothesline. And I've been doing this obviously with our underwear as well. And I started noticing my wife's panties in my neighbor's yard. And I was about to confront him about it until my wife said, well, let's put up a trail cam in the backyard and we're going to find out what's going on. Because how is he getting into our yard? There's no gate there. The only way in and out to our little back patio is through our house. And I can't see Thomas hiking over this 6-foot fence to grab my wife's underwear. How would he even know that they're out there in the first fucking place? So we set up a trail cam. And we found out who's been stealing my wife's underwear and taking them in my neighbor's yard. Turns out it's not my neighbor. It's a little tiny tree squirrel that goes out there and he takes my wife's panties and he hops over the fence, goes into Thomas's yard, and he wrestles with them. And he rolls around in the grass with them. So I'm glad I didn't confront my neighbor about that. So we had to come up with a plan B for drying my wife's panties. And I talked to my neighbor saying, hey, have you noticed a tree squirrel around here causing trouble? He said that tree squirrel every morning sits outside his kitchen window and he drinks coffee and talks to the squirrel and hangs out with it, and then the squirrel takes off. So this little bastard's been stealing my wife's panties. I can't leave him out anymore. He doesn't go after any other articles of clothing out there. My cat shithead won't go after him. He'll go after the bears, but he'll leave the fucking tree squirrel alone. So I have to hide my wife's underpants from the tree squirrel. If you guys like this story, hit like and subscribe. It's free. It doesn't cost you shit. But I tell you, man, Thomas never told me if he ever saw my wife's underpants in his yard. But he probably did, because he's always fucking out there. But, anyways, it was awkward. High fives and boners. Fuck, that was loud.